come closer. Vida loca. High as a cat, never sober.
Python, hit him with a cobra. Free up my bro Casanova.
Yeah, so how's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Luke, this is LBTV, and today you join me on episode 15. And I can't even believe I'm saying that because it's been such a mad journey. Episode 15 of the 500 to 15,000 pound series. Now, sadly, guys, it probably is going to be the last episode of the series. And I know you guys absolutely love it, but it might not be the be-all, end-all. We might come back with a bang and do something soon. But for now, we probably will be ending off on this video. Anyway, before we do get into all those little sad moments and all that stuff, behind me is the brand new car. So for BMW 330d Tourer / Estate, whatever you want to call it. It's on high miles, but don't let that put you off because this car is very special and there's a reason why I'm uploading in a while, and I'll get into that in just a minute. So for now, stay tuned. It's gonna be a sick video and let's get it. So yes guys, here it is, the new car behind me. But before we go into anything about this car, I want to head straight into the office and go through the figures from the last car, which was the Renault Clio. So let's head in, talk about some figures and see where we're up to right now. Right, so yeah, you join me in the office now, like we always usually do anyway. We're just going to tally up all the costs, well not the costs, but because we didn't really spend anything on the car, but we're just going to tally up everything as to where we are and everything. So you'll be able to see it on the screen. I've literally done all the numbers at the bottom here anyway. We bought the Clio for 4-3, and lucky enough actually, there was a deal I messed up a while ago, like a really long time ago, and I noticed to put £500 cash back, and I just remembered, and there was this £500 cash that was included in this series, which I needed to add on, so that's been included in everything. Yeah, so we bought the Clio for 4-3, there you go, you guys know now. We had £5,525 spare cash, and then obviously we sold it. So we sold the Clio for itself for £7 grand. I was going to try and get 7.5. I was pushing my luck a little bit, but I wanted to try and maximise everything like you always do, guys. That's, you know, want to maximise everything, especially within sales. You want to try and get the most out of it. You got to think, if you're happy with a certain number, say 7 grand, put up for 7,295, 7,495. There's always going to be people that's going to haggle you down a bit. So you might actually end up getting, like, you know, 7.2, bit of a bonus. Or you might get down to 7 grand and they might round it up like that. So yeah, you never know. But we've sold it for 7 plus the £5,525, which equals to £12,525 for spare cash we had from before. Add the £500 cash on what I was on about a minute ago, and we're up to 13,525. Now I'm not going to tell you what I've bought the 330D for, but I'm sold it. Well, it's actually pre-sold, believe it or not. It's crazy. So, but I'll get into that in a bit. Let's go outside, have a little bit of a better chat, and I'll explain the situation a lot more. But the car is pre-sold, but we'll get into that in just a second. Now, Luke, you're gonna be asking to yourself, or you guys are gonna be asking me, how? Because I get asked this quite a bit. It's like, how do you get such a profit from these cars? Now, I've said it a lot in videos. You've just got to do your research a lot. It really matters and it helps out a lot, especially going up through the prices and stuff like that. So there's sweet spots, like I've said before, for buying and selling cars. And in a way, I know you guys love watching DIY stuff. So someone buying a cheap car, doing it up to make it worth more. But if you're in this game of making money fast and you want to flip things, follow my routine and follow what I do. And if you are so far and you've been making money, congratulations, you guys have been absolutely smashing it. Now, so yes, Luke, basically, how is this pre-sold? How was it sold? So what's happened is there's a guy called Ollie. I know he's really good with the camera, does a lot of videography, etc. I took him out in this car, and well, it's just some of the reason as to why I've been taking so long to upload. Basically, we'll upload a series because I bought this car actually, it's probably about a month and a half ago now. And I've already got to be honest here, and I'm not putting out a sales pitch or anything like that because, yeah, that's what salesmen do. But I'm genuinely being honest, this car is truly amazing. It's up there with one of the best cars I've had. For a daily driver, it's phenomenal. It really is. The features you got inside this car, you got the upgraded factory optional extra angel eye headlights that's been coded in with the indicators, which is really nice. They're a good option. You've got cruise control. You've got the old school Pro Nav, which is pretty cool as well. You've got the dual climate control. Sadly, not heated seats, but they are leather. But you know, you've got the blacked out rims. Everything about this car is sweet. It just really is sweet. So that's the reason why I've really enjoyed driving the car, and it's really sad that I've got to let it go because I want to get another one of these, and I will get another one of these. I've got to use the work van at the minute, but in the future, I will definitely get another one. So yeah, moving back to the whole subject of it being pre-sold. So yeah, I took Ollie out in this car and we went to an event, Autofest, and he really enjoyed it. The lad's actually only 17 years old and this is going to be one of his first cars. It's crazy, I know, but fair play to the kid for knuckling down, making the money and being able to afford these things, because if you don't knuckle down and get things done in life, you know, it's not going to get handed to you on a plate. So fair play to Ollie. He's going to be really happy with this car. He's been out on it loads already and it absolutely pulls like a train. Now let's go through some features. Well, one main thing being actually is the mileage. Now it's on 165,000, I think it is, 165,000, and it literally runs like a dream. It really does. So 3 litre 6-cylinder diesel, turboed, it's stage 2, it's about 350 horsepower with a shed load of torque, and it really does go some. So let's talk about what, you know, value for money. This car is definitely value for money, and for £4 you're getting a hell of a lot of car. Now these actually came with no wheel caps and no M Sport badges on the wheels, so I took them on, tidies it up nicely. That's literally the only money I've spent on this car. We'll move to the back though and start off here, because it's for a Tourer, M Sport Tourer, it looks phenomenal. It's got a DPF delete and exhaust on it. It sounds really, well, to be fair, it doesn't sound that loud, but it sounds reasonably nice for a diesel, and it's not in your face. It's got fair big tyres. We've got spacers on the rear as well, which is really nice, sets it off. It does scrub a bit sometimes, but it doesn't really matter. We'll move on to the boot though. The boot is literally one of my main things, because you've got so much room. Now me and Ollie actually stayed in this at Autofest. You can fold these back seats down and you've got a load of room. Let me just actually show you guys what I mean. I don't know if the seatbelts, yeah, seatbelts on there, but look at the amount of room you've got there. That is, it's mind blowing the amount of room you've got there. And yeah, for the money, for the car. I mean, we're not even into the best bits yet. I mean, wow, that's one of my best bits, but there's plenty of best bits on this. Now let's talk a little bit about the looks of the car a lot more, because it's a Tourer, it's a 55 plate, but you don't really expect it's kind of fitting with the modern day. And it really, really does. So I mean, just looking at it from here, actually 2 seconds, let me just flick the lights on. There we go, that's a lot better. So yeah, the front of the car looks really aggressive. Those lights are an absolute must. The Xenon Angel Eye with the coding in of the indicators is really nice. It's a good touch. I like that a lot. So whoever had this before, coded that in, really nice. For a black car as well, and for the age of it, it is in literally phenomenal condition. And when I say phenomenal condition, I'm going to emphasise on that one, because it is in well, not pristine and immaculate because of the age, but it is really, really good condition, this car. Now it is murdered out quite a lot. As you can see, we've got the side indicators, or side repeaters, whatever you want to call them, they're blacked out. The wheels are all blacked out. Everything on this car is blacked out. Some things I might say, that if you do get these do stick. I don't know if it's going to do it now, it doesn't do it now. These do stick sometimes. I've had mine greased up a little bit, so they're not sticking anymore. But apart from that, that's the only really niggle on these sort of cars. Moving inside, we've got a shed load of paperwork. I'm not going to go through it because there's literally loads and loads of paperwork there. It's had things like the diff seals done, the prop done. I think it's had a new gearbox, a new clutch, new dual mass, and yeah, there's loads of money spent on it. But it drives like a dream. Now, let's quickly, because I'm going on about this car a lot, but I need to emphasise how amazing it is and why I will buy another one again. And if you guys are looking to flip cars on, definitely up there with a really good car to flip on, because you got to think it's the perfect all-rounder, especially for family people, or even people that just want to get out around with mates or want to camp with this car or just go travelling. It's just amazing. So let me just jump in the car again and explain probably my most favourite bit about this, right? Okay, so we just jumped into the boot of the car. Now, my favourite thing about this car, right, you guys, is the fuel consumption. The miles per gallon this car gets, considering it's all mapped up and running a lot bigger power, 350 horsepower, etc. You'd expect, you know, a diesel, 3 litre diesel turbo to be really running at about, you know, 35, 40 to the gallon, probably about 40 to the gallon at a push. But I've driven, this is the reason why I've been driving so much, right? The fuel economy is amazing, right? I've been getting about 55 miles per gallon in this car, and a full tank is literally about 900 miles. How incredible value for money is that? And it doesn't even stop there. You've got the Pro Nav, like and everything I said, all the great features about it, and you can even get a little bit better spec yet. You can get an auto, I think you can get front sensors as well. You can probably get, I think you can get an upgraded sound system, possibly pan roof. I haven't really checked that much on the market. But you've got to think to yourself, guys, like, this is the perfect all-rounder car. I had an Audi A5 3-litre V6, and I would have this over that any day. Don't get me wrong, the sound of that car was phenomenal and incredible, but this is the perfect all-round daily, especially if you've got a dog and everything as well. You just literally get in it, good old little, well, Shan would say Smithy, because she wants a Labrador called Smithy. We'll just jump in the back, have a great time, not to worry, and the aircon is ice cold. You know me, I love a good ice cold aircon. Now, mileage with a car like this, mileage is, you know, some people might like it, some people won't like it. You know, it's one of those things. If some people are bothered by mileage, some people aren't, and it's you just got to take it as it is, because this itself is probably one of the best driving cars as a daily I've been in. For the miles, it's incredible. It's just put me down to that point where mileage isn't everything, especially on diesel vehicles like this. Apparently these engines go on to like 300, 400k miles, and I can't see why they can't, because the sounds on tick over perfect. It's one of those cars that will sell itself. Now, salesmen being salesmen like myself will go out and will explain all the great features, will explain why it's such a good car for you. And yes, I have just done that, but I've done that on behalf of my own heart, and that's me being very honest here, not being in my salesman mode. The car did sell itself. I wasn't even really explaining anything to Ollie. I picked him up on a day, took him out on it, and he absolutely loved it. So yeah, it literally did sell itself. Okay, so I'm in the back of the car right now, and I've got so much leg room, and that front seat is actually quite far back as well. It really is good, and the sound system, even though it's not an upgraded sound system, it's awesome. I have an aux cable I plugged in via an iPhone adapter, which works with the new iPhones. It also actually plays DVDs, believe it or not. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but down there, BMW Professional DVD, dual climate control, you've got your Pro Nav, and from back here, that's a really good, like, you know, setup, that right there. You can get your steering wheel retrimmed. And actually, wait, there's one thing I forgot that every tourer needs, that this car's got. And that is, it's got, be quiet, and that is, it's got the cruise control. Cruise control is an absolute must on these. Literally so easy to use as well. Flick it forward, go up and down with the speeds, so easy to use. It's also got auto lights, auto wipers, so auto lights, auto wipers, cruise control, Pro Nav, dual climate control, hasn't got the heated seats. I know it's a big no-no, but in this hot weather at the minute, which is why I'm absolutely sweating, because it's about 31 degrees here, it's not needed. But aircon is, and I'm so happy that works. And guys, you know, because I know you're all going to ask me, and you're going to put in the comments, because I do get asked a lot, like, Luke, I still can't find these cars, can you help me out with finding these cars? Guys, just look far and wide. I wasn't really looking for this car, I just come from Facebook, and that's why I get my cars. 9 times out of 10, I can't say it enough, stress it enough, is I get my cars from Facebook. There's cars that come up, just keep an eye on the market. The simple thing that I really even do as well, because any of you can do this. I'm just average Luke, who runs a YouTube channel, who's trying to help influence guys like yourself. We're all normal. I want to use the hashtag saying we're all winners here, because, you know, we're all winners here, and we can make something out of this. But anyone can do this. It really is anyone's job. You can actually do this, whether it be starting from £500 and getting up to like 5 grand, 10 grand. It doesn't matter what you want to do. If you want to go up to a certain smaller budget, you can. But why stop there? And that's putting me onto this question now of, I know you guys are going to ask, Luke, why are you stopping at 15 grand? Why don't you carry it on? And yes, guys, I really should, and I do want to. It's just, I've got so much happening in my life. I'm at a really steady stage, and I'm really happy with everything. And I will still flip cars on the side, don't get me wrong. But I've got pretty much everything I want. Like, you know, obviously not won the lottery or anything like that, but I'm really happy with how my life currently is. It's comfortable, and I haven't got to worry. And, you know, as much as you guys love these type of videos, I can't keep dishing them out or something like that, because I've got McCann to build as well, and I want to get into racing full time, and I've got to think about everything in life. You know, I've got a girlfriend, I've got family, I've got friends I've got to see, and YouTube is a big game. You know, there's a lot of big YouTubers out there who do this full time, and fair play to them. If I could do this full time, I would. But I've got a job and everything as well, and I'm really happy with everything, guys. So before we all kick off and say anything like, where's this next episode, why don't you do another episode, you know, that's the reason why. So don't go and unsubscribe because of that, because it's not me saying I'm never going to come back with a trading video, because I won't, because this is what I do for a living. please excuse how sweaty I'm getting as well, guys. But it's just, yeah, I just really want to say now, out of £550,000, well, it's still included actually, but away from talking about the car, because it's sold and you guys can't buy it, but I'm going to take sell photos still. I'm going to put them online because why not? It's a great car, good example, and I want to get another one in the future, 100%. But I just really want to say thank you for joining me on the journey. I know a lot of it hasn't been up to some of you guys' taste, because a lot of you, like I said, like watching the DIY side, where I would buy a car, and I did start off with that, fixing little bits and doing things, but why do that? Think smart, work less, and still make yourself really good money, move on to the next thing, right? If you're faffing about with a car for a month, 2 months, trying to get things done, you've got to think to yourself, right, I actually could have made some money within that time on a car. Now don't get me wrong, you might have made like £500 less, but if you weigh it up in terms of, you know, if you sell like 2 cars in a month or 3 cars in a month, but you spent 2 months on 1 car, you've got to think here, you probably would have, 9 times out of 10, would have definitely 100% made more profit on doing those 2-3 cars, just flipping them on, making a little bit less profit, or making a good amount of profit on like the Clios and everything like that if it's a clean car. And that's the way the trade works. Now, I know you don't want to just sit here and be like, Luke, why am I watching you blab on about stuff? And I'm sorry guys, but I like getting points across, and I like proving a point that anyone can do these sort of things. And this is the reason why I like to influence things, because what I influence is real. It's not fake. There's no bullshit involved. There's no crap. There's no, you know, it is what it is. It's legit. That's the word. It is legit. Everything I do is legit, and I want you guys to be on board doing it as well, because it's a great way to earn money. And it's not only that, we're in a situation in life at the minute where not everyone's got jobs. There's a big pandemic that's hit, and you know, the last thing we want to do is be jobless or have no money, or you might even, you know, be using the money to save up for a house deposit, or you know, something you've always wanted, a pet, save up some money to buy your mum or your dad something, you know what I mean? It's really simple things like that, guys, and it's really simple to flip cars on. Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to get a lot of people down the line that's going to be like, oh, I seen that car the other day advertised for this much, why is it now this much? You've just got to let that fly by, because that's the whole part of the training game. We're all in this to make some money, and that's just the way it is. So you just got to suck that up, don't retaliate, and move on with it, and you'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, without further ado guys, we want to say a big congratulations to Ollie, who's bought this car. Really lucky guy. I'm really jealous. It's awesome, and I'm really gonna miss it. I really am. But this is where the journey ends for the £550,000 series, guys. I should have probably made it a bit more stable and got you guys to ask a load of questions that I could answer within this video for you all. And I apologise if I haven't answered everything throughout the series. But if you want, go back to the very first episode when I started with Chris. Watch it all the way through, and hopefully, and I'm praying and fingers crossed, I can help you guys make some money. It's just what I want to do. I love giving back to people and helping people out and giving out real advice. You see so many fake claims and things out there for reselling, forex trading, you know, all these pyramid schemes and everything like that. Scrap that, guys. Everyone's there to make money off you. You want to be in your own position where you make your own money, and that's what it boils down to here. So that's me being honest, and that's just me giving back to you guys. But yeah, it does have to end, guys. Sorry, just for my mentality and for me to carry on being happy in life. You know, mental, I haven't got any mental problems, don't get me wrong. Mental illness is a big thing, and I just want to make you all aware that if you get to the point where you're trying to focus on certain stuff, like just try and make everyone happy on YouTube, like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love you guys, and talking to the camera right now, you know, loads of people think I'm bonkers, especially my friends and that around me, because it doesn't seem normal to them, but it's normal to me, and I really love what I do on YouTube. It's amazing. It's making it, to be fair, I'm making it sound like I'm going away forever, but I'm not. It's just the series is. But guys, honestly, thank you for watching this whole series. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I've been able to help out in some areas. But like I said, drop a comment down below if there's any questions you want asked, and I'll get on it. And who knows, I might be bringing back another series in the future. But I will definitely bring back a few bits now and then for flipping certain cars, or as anything that comes up that's big, that changes, you know what I mean, I will get it done. But guys, There's Ollie's new car, the 330D Tourer. I've had a great time filming it and I've had a really good time driving it as well, so I apologise for the late uploads. But as always guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications for every single time I upload, slap a like on this video and drop a comment down below because it means a lot to me, and I will see you all in the next video very soon. Thanks for watching guys, bye bye for now.